Never heard of a killer. I drop bombs like Hiroshima.
Somebody said, look at LeakYou video. What the fuck is LeakYou? Is it like a site? What's LeakYou? LeakYou. Is it a YouTube channel? Oh, shit. Oh, I bet. Here we go.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
One, two, three, four.
A large drone seen here, also described as the size of a small vehicle, flying over a California event where Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin was in attendance.
More drones in the sky, Rockaway, New Jersey.
The New Jersey drones, initially spotted in the northern part of the state, now being reported further south. Sightings also now being reported in New York City. Staten Island Borough President Vito Fossella calling on the FAA and FBI to expand their investigation.
People have seen a number of 15-foot or so wingspan drones hovering around. In this day and age, I just don't think that that's something you take lightly. If it is, nothing to be concerned about. Someone should come forward and say that.
Residents alarmed by the number of sightings.
One would go over, and then the next one would come, and then the next one, and the next one. So it wasn't like there would be 20 coming at one time.
Jonathan Lace, a pilot himself, shot this shocking video overnight of multiple car-sized drones near the Essex County, New Jersey airport. So concerned by what he saw, he contacted the FAA.
What's been probably the most alarming thing to you? As a pilot, I can tell you that, when you're about to land, the last thing you want to see is something hovering in front of you.
What is that?
With many questions and few answers, residents and officials alike on high alert as the mystery in the sky deepens. George Solis, NBC News, New York.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Tonight.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Pile on in. I see you guys over on Twitter. What a mystery. This has been going on for a couple of nights now. And, I started to come live yesterday to talk about this, but I wanted to follow this a little bit more closely. And when I tell you that social media is absolutely on fire right now, when it comes to these unidentified UFO sightings that are happening in New Jersey, New York. I've heard parts of Connecticut. I even heard as far as away as California. There was some very strange sightings, guys. And I want to show you just some video of some of these drone sightings that are pretty damn amazing. And one I thought that was pretty Interesting. Well, one of these drones appeared to have crashed, and someone managed to get images of we're calling these drones of this drone being on fire. There being Black Hawk helicopters searching. We've got people, the internet, I'm telling you, is undefeated. We've got people tracking the flights of helicopters that are flying in and out of the sea, or in and out to sea, I should say, looking for things. And it's being said that these drones or these UFOs are even coming out of our ocean and literally swarming New Jersey. Hundreds, if not thousands, of people have caught video. Look at all of this video of and it's not a show of any type. It almost appears like it's surveillance. And another really disturbing aspect of this is there's been a lot of this drone activity over some of our military installations, in the upper Northeast. And that is concerning, obviously, for
A lot of smoke and fire. We're on the highway, and out in the distance, we see all these lights going off. And there's some smoke over here. Oh, right! Yes, YouTube magic right there. The field's on fire. There was like a craft that crashed out of the sky. It was crazy. I don't know what's going on. A lot of smoke and fire. We're on the highway, and out in the distance, we see all these lights going off. And there's some smoke over here. Oh, right! Yes, YouTube magic right there. The field's on fire. There was like a craft that crashed out of the sky. It was crazy.
I mean, you all. So, we've got literal craft falling out of the sky, crashing. Okay. Some of these sightings, unreal. And I'd like to show you some of these sightings that are being shown. These are not your normal drones, people. Okay. Does that
Yeah, those are SUV. Wow.
look at that? That is not an airplane. What is that?
Yeah.
What is going on in New Jersey, folks?
My drone does not want to go up with these things around.
Battery's dead.
There's no way the battery's dead. It's fully.
Okay, so I know some people have been sending drones up to try to look at some of these other drones.
The kids just pointed it out. We're in Surprise, Arizona.
Now, this happened in Arizona.
This thing has been flying around like this.
What the? What way is that?
Now,
It's gone.
is it possible? Is it possible that all the talk of invasions or mimicking an alien invasion could potentially be true? Because look at this. We've got lights everywhere. And again, they're said to be the size of cars. You've seen a very good photo of one that looks odd, extremely odd, I might add. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This is these, and we're talking by the hundreds, the thousands, where people are seeing these very strange lights. And I've heard that they're not making a single noise. And even at, one image I'm going to show you, it looks like 20 different lights splitting into different pieces and rolling, rolling around each other. That is nothing I've ever seen fly in the. What is that? What is that? What is going on in New Jersey? Shout out to everybody watching. I'm going to put up an email address if you're interested in sending in a story or a piece of video or a link. You could certainly send it to Nicole at LeakYou.com. But that is definitely not a plane. What is that? And that is the mystery. Again, we've got Black Hawk helicopters in the air, flying, trying to catch these things. We've got in at least in one video, these one of these craft actually crashed.
That's not normal, is it?
No, I've never seen that.
Who would you send this to?
Look at this.
Eh? To who do you report this to? This is just really strange. I mean, if I zoom in, it just looks like they're all the same size. My phone's not good enough to. Every one of them is the same size.
Yeah.
13, yeah? And they're all in the same formation. They haven't moved out of formation. So they have moved from there in the last 10 minutes across to there.
I think it's coming in for a landing.
Okay, whatever it is.
I don't know. So that thing just like stopped right there. That is a fucking drone.
It's a big ass drone.
It just stopped right there.
It's upright. Pull in the gas station.
Now that is a fucking drone.
But a drone of what type? I've never even seen a drone like that. Is this another country invading us?
This is USS Zamon at approximately 0335 Zulu on April 24, 2019, while conducting routine operations 17 nautical miles off the coast of Camp Pendleton in international waters. At least 6 unknown UASs made multiple flyovers and circle patterns around the ships, operating at various altitudes between 300 and 1,000 feet. All appear to fly consistent patterns, northwest, east, south, without alteration of course, speed, and altitude. No weapons were observed.
Now, I let that play, even though it did
This is USS
say 2019, but it sure looks a little similar there, don't it? Which is why I suspect it's at the very top. Okay. Now, that would be considered a drone show.
Santa.
Right? That's a drone show, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about
A lot of smoke and fire. We're on the
Look at
highway,
this.
and out in the distance, we see all these lights going off. And there's some smoke over here. Oh, right. Yes, YouTube magic right there. The field's on fire.
Now I hear that this again, it was confirmed that a drone had actually crashed and that military personnel were on their way to go and look for this drone. Okay. Now, again, we've got people posting flight radar, okay, showing these very strange movements of Black Hawk helicopters that are looking for these drones, which I find absolutely amazing. Shout out to you guys for that information. But what in the world is, look at this. Here is a beautiful shot of this in the day. What is that? Is that like any drone that you have ever seen? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the well over 200 people on X, on Twitter. New Jersey's already weird enough without this. Shout out to you, Frank. What's up, Emmanuel? Thank you. Appreciate that. We've got Amphibia. Haven't seen anything in WNY. Glad we aren't important enough to the aliens, although we do have Niagara Falls. Hi there, real life with Anthony and Apollo McNeil. Good to see you. Hey, Leak, how are you? I saw something similar in Columbus, Georgia in the 80s that had a lot of weird lights, and the Air Force was attempting to identify it, but it disappeared after being in the sky for 15 minutes. Well, I can tell you that when I was 12 years old, and me and a girl who were together, we were having a sleepover, and I was in her room, and we were up. It was about midnight. We were staring at, looking out the window, talking on the bottom bunk, and a teardrop shaped UFO hovered down to about 10 to 12 feet from the ground, but it was on its side. It wasn't shaped like a teardrop would normally be shaped, like with the pointy side coming out of the eye. No, the pointy side was on the side, and then it just took off. It didn't make a sound. And there used to be some weird things that happened in that house, but who knows? Oh, I remember the Muppet Show, and then I'm thinking of the Jetsons at this point. Interesting. But it gives me the thought of reptilian tankers. I recall a episode on Cosmic Disclosure of a friend of William Tompkins who talked about a photo. William Tompkins had showed a photo of what appeared to be 6 reptilian tankers spraying a gas down on the city below. And it's shorter, but it kind of reminds me of that. But these lights are incredible. It's like whatever it is, they want us to know that they're up there flying. No question about that. They want us to know that they're flying. I see someone very special in my Instagram chat right now. Shout out to Sam Jaffer. Much love to you. I've known that man for 25, 30 years, and it's good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Matter of fact, it's so funny. I was thinking about you just the other day. Shout out to you. You never know who may come through. Let me tell you. But this has been, like I said, been happening all weekend long. And one second. Okay. I just want to take a look at something. I'd like to take us over here to Twitter because there's some more photos and videos that I want to show you guys. Okay. Now again, let's go with it.
Mysterious drone. Mysterious drone
Hold on.
spotted.
Woo! We got him, New Jersey. We finally found out what those
Mysterious drone spotted in the New Jersey night sky, prompting an FBI investigation and temporary flight restrictions from the FAA. Multiple reports of this unusual aircraft activity around the Trump National Golf Course Club Bedminster, as well as a U.S. Army ammunition hub in Dover. All right, let's get out to senior national correspondent Brian Enton. Brian, what else are we learning here?
Yeah, it's very mysterious. The FBI and local law enforcement say they're investigating, Nicole, but they have not given an update about exactly where these drones are coming from. Residents in Morris County have been videoing the large drones at night. Here's some of the video here. They've got bright lights. They appear in the sky only at night, apparently. They say the drones started appearing in mid-November. The FBI says there could also be fixed-wing aircraft spotted as part of this investigation. Morossi County is just north of the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, though there is no evidence that the drones are specifically targeting Trump's property, but the vicinity is certainly raising some eyebrows. The sheriff's office put out a statement acknowledging what residents have been calling in and seeing, and saying there is an active investigation.
They kind of go slow, they come towards you, then they'll change direction a little. They're all going different ways. They're not up for 15 minutes, they're up for hours. Some are very big, probably the size of a car.
So the Federal Aviation Administration has imposed drone flight restrictions in the area while this investigation continues. Police have said there is no threat to public safety, but as you can imagine, Nicole, the residents find it unnerving not knowing exactly where these drones are coming from.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Until that mystery is solved.
Woo! We got him, New Jersey. We finally found out what those drones wanted.
I mean, that you could hear the helicopters chasing them, guys. Literally, you can hear the helicopters chasing them. I mean, look at this. This is right over Jersey City, just hovering there.
Woo! We got him, New Jersey.
Mysterious
Hold on
drone
a
spotted in the New Jersey night sky, prompting an
Let me
FBI
mute this. Sorry about that.
In Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It is about 5:22 p.m. I have been seeing what people are referring to as car-sized drones or small airplanes hovering that don't move in the sky for at least 2 weeks. I'm looking at one right now. It's been here for about an hour or so. I feel a little unsettled because I'm seeing them occurring over various mainstream news stations now. They absolutely have like a V shape upside down on the bottom and something on top of that. People have said maybe propeller. I don't know what it is. And they've been stationary pretty much in the same spots every night when the sun goes down. Like I said, I've been seeing them. I can even anticipate where they are on my way back home with my son toward Burlington County.
Wow.
I see the FBI is investigating these. I don't anticipate it will go away anytime soon. Letting your site know because you popped up when I asked Google, what should I do?
A lot of
Now, this one I thought was very interesting. Look at that. And it reminded me recently of a Cosmic Disclosure episode. Season 26 just dropped. Episode 2, I want to say. You guys know I watch every episode of Cosmic Disclosure. And these ships built by these Andromedans that have these dragonfly-like wings that bend up when they're in flight. And for some reason, that sort of, I don't know, gave me that. Now, to those of you that are listening right now, to the 300 of you, wow, in the building, if you're interested in me doing some sort of like a call-in type of show where people can call in and talk about this sort of a thing, like when we're having moments like this, let me know. Because if you're really interested, I'll really, it won't be tonight, but I will have a call-in show each week. I'd have to, obviously get a number and all that kind of thing. But if you're interested, definitely put a 1 in the chat. There's a chat on Twitter as well. And if you're interested, let me know. Or you can email me at Nicole@LeakYou.com. Email address on the screen. If you have had an experience with a UFO, if you've been abducted, if you've been abducted or you think you've been abducted, but you're not sure, but it's still a story you want to tell, feel free to reach out as well. Whether, like I said, you're not sure that it happened, maybe there could be someone that could help, with that there is regression techniques that can be done. But I'm interested in talking to anyone who's had an experience with this phenomena. Here we are, 2024. This has been going on since the 30s, 40s, but it is said that these beings have been around way before Roswell. Okay, way before Roswell. But that does not look like a drone to me. Now, this one didn't have its lights on, but my God, what the hell is it, right? Then we've got drones on fire, crashing. I heard was shot down. We've seen this video a few times because it is, pretty interesting. You see lights everywhere in the sky. And I mean, a pretty intense little fire there. Who knows if it was shot down, but look at these videos. And this is from Fox 5, New York. Let's listen to some
I am
sound here.
sitting in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Sorry about that,
A
folks.
lot of smoke.
This one is extremely low. It's loud.
It's really cute.
And it's huge.
It's so big. It looks so much closer in person.
Yeah, my camera
I mean,
doesn't
look
do
at
it.
that.
Looks like a spaceship, right?
Yes, it does.
Like that doesn't look like a drone, right?
No,
That looks like a spaceship.
it does not look like an airplane either.
It's like a small plane. It really is like a small plane.
What is these things?
Oh my God.
This is probably just as big as Bayside.
These are all drones in the sky.
Look at this. Look at this amazing image.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
7 right here.
Unbelievable. I hate that. Moments ago in New Jersey, drone interacts with UFO orb, then flees. Look at that.
A lot of smoke and fire. We're on the highway now.
Wow. You all, thank you so much for all the videos that you have posted on social media. I'm sorry I haven't called out each and every one of you. But shout out to each and every one of you for posting these videos. We need to see this. Oh my.
The FBI is now investigating multiple sightings of swarms of drones hovering menacingly overhead night after night for the last several weeks.
I can see 3 drones just in this view. There is another one over here and another one back here.
The drones have been described as larger than what a hobbyist might fly.
They made kind of a low house, similar to what you would expect from a plane, a smaller plane.
Some of the drones have been spotted close to a military installation and President-elect Trump's Bedminster Golf Club, where he frequently stays. Tonight, the FAA says at the request of federal security partners, it is prohibiting drone flights over Picatinny Arsenal Military Base and Trump's golf course. From the Hindenburg to War of the Worlds, David, New Jersey has seen its share of aerial intrigue. Tonight, authorities say they understand the public's concern about the drones, but they say there's no immediate danger.
You don't know
In the month
that.
of December 2024, an enigmatic X-shaped object was discovered hovering over the northern region of New Jersey. This discovery not only further bolstered a growing series of suspicious, unidentified drone sightings across various cities of the region, but also attracted wide-scale attention in the local and national media outlets. While a considerable number of detailed reports on these peculiar phenomena have been submitted to local authorities, No formal government statement has yet been made public in response to the growing concern about these enigmatic events. It is important to note that the exact nature and origin of these enigmatic X-shaped objects remain largely unknown, creating an overwhelming sense of mystery and curiosity.
There they are. There they are. There they are. Marmora, New Jersey. Here they are.
I mean, look at them. They're just
And they do
hovering.
sound like drones.
Some of them are moving. Sounds like they're, some are being chased as
Yo,
well.
look, looks like a triangle.
Wow.
It looks like a fucking triangle. Go. But here they are. They look like a fucking triangle. They look like a triangle. No way. And an F-16 just flew over. No way.
Wow. That's look at it. It dropped something like a piece of plasma.
Hi
or
all.
something.
Today we're outside showing the drone.
Anyway, you guys, this is I think this one here is just stunning. That is stunning. And the fact that there is a daytime photo of that. Daytime photo of that. Unbelievable. Shout out to the 329 watching on Twitter. I wasn't sure I'd pull that many of you this late at night, but I should have came live earlier, but my gosh. I mean, what are we to say? Guys, could this be another country that is swarming us? That is maybe dropping, weapons that will later, we've seen like little pieces of plasma dropping from some of them, but what if there's something attached that they're dropping that they can then later remotely execute at a later time? Matt, I remember the Jetsons. I mean, Frank, it's crazy. We've got Reggie in the house. He says that one's not a drone. It separates the lines. They look like personal flight vehicles like the Jetson 1 and the FTAL Wiki. Ronald Reagan's 42nd address to the UN. Yes, Matt. Just had one exactly as others described in Rocky Mount, Virginia, 1:33 a.m. Red and green. Sounded like a military helicopter. No military bases nearby. Anyone else have a Starlink satellite? This is by Sportsflix in the chat, who says he or she just says they just had one exactly as being described by others in Rocky Mount, Virginia. 1:33 a.m. Not even 20 minutes ago. And they do have some sound to them. For sure. But this, it gives me those vibes of that William Tompkins photo. Let me see if I can find that William Tompkins photo. Hold on a second. Not that it's anywhere near the same, but it was just crazy that he had managed to take it. And it showed what appeared to be 6 tankers floating in the sky. See, William Tompkins built craft for the U.S. Navy that you wouldn't even imagine could even fly. There, in space. We're talking about being able to take a submarine, okay, and put it in space. Yeah, pretty crazy, right? Now I've got the picture here. This was on the back of one of his his books. This one's I wish I had better pixelation here, but you get the drift. This was and I'll let me take this down and read this so that you guys can see it. Photo taken in 2006 of some alien craft who presumably forgot to turn on their cloaking technology to prevent photography. Author conjectures that the gases being dispersed are intended to weaken our minds and shorten our lives. Photo was taken just south of Oceanside, California, by several couples who never even noticed them when they took the photo. And these have been, really looked at, and you can see gases. Obviously, we'd need a better version of the photo to really take a look at that, but you could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tankers sitting here, and I've been advised they were actually reptilian tankers. So, but needless to say, I don't care what anybody says. That is one of the best shots. Right. So it's funny. Sportsflix says it's funny that TV crews mentioned they couldn't capture them with their cameras. Only cell phones were working. Huh. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. It is still a mystery on what's happening in New Jersey tonight, New York, Connecticut, that entire Northeast area. Everybody keep your eyes out. Keep your cell phones at the ready, and definitely take photos if you can. Feel free to, upload them to a safe place, or you can email them to me at Nicole@LeakYou.com. And I will be more than happy to show them. You can also tag me on social media. If you look at the description of this video, you'll see all of my links. But I am at LeakYou on Instagram, at LeakYou on TikTok, and at Leaks Online on Twitter X. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and feel free to tag me. And this is something I know I will be live covering tomorrow as well. This will require a follow-up. It's obvious this is something that is on all of your minds, because there's almost 400 people of you just here on Twitter X, which is where right now this, drones, the word drones is still trending. It's been trending for 2 days. 2 days. Okay. So there's a lot going on. So obviously we can see these things better at night. And I will work on getting a call-in number so that I can have some call-in shows that I can hear others kind of give me the skinny of what they're seeing at their homes. I'd love for someone that's actually witnessing to actually have the ability to call in. And that's the one thing that I have not added to my show that I think is becoming more and more pertinent with the type of content that I'm doing. This is breaking news, and I encourage you all to be absolutely safe out there. Before we get up out of here, guys, allow me to pay a few bills, if you don't mind.
Shout out to the LeakYou community. Please join us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
All right, guys, I will be live tomorrow. We will be live to discuss this some more, to see what has happened, overnight. Again, my understanding is the military is out heavy investigating this, utilizing Black Hawk helicopters and other means of transportation. And that, again, this remains a mystery. Nobody seems to know what these are. Could this, again, be a country that is infiltrating our eastern seaboard with these machines? I mean, drones can be made relatively cheaply. These are some pretty odd flying devices, unlike anything that we've ever seen. Could this be a drone swarm from Russia, from China, from North Korea? Again, with the ability to drop things. I mean, this is very unnerving, and it's no wonder why some are quite fearful, because you could drop weapons from these things and execute these weapons remotely, even if you wanted to. That's where technology has gotten to this day. So again, thanks to each and every one of you for coming through. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will be back live tomorrow, and we will talk about this some more. Until next time, everyone.
The judgment sentence that you are an asshole. The trial is over. Thank you, everybody.
Let's play a game. You have 10 seconds to take all your stuff and get out of my life. 10, 9, 8.
God bless you, motherfucker.
You're really smart. Like really, really, really smart like I am.